So when you talk about iconic toys of the 80s, I think Transformers just about sums it up.
I liked cars. I liked big trucks. I liked big vans, you know, all that sort of stuff when you're a kid. And then, oh, what's that? Oh, it turns into a giant human robot thing. Oh, yes. I'll have a bit of that, please. I'll have all of that.
In 1984, the old game of Mortal Enemies morphed into something that blew children's minds.
1 minute it was a car, and the next minute it was a machine.
Whoa! That got me more than the fact they turned into giant robots.
The idea you've got a really quite authentic looking aircraft here, fighter jet, that with a few twists and turns, you can transform this into an incredible robot.
The technical expertise to design a transformer, that is pure engineering to work that through.
Engineering dreamt up in Japan and a belief that massive robots could save us. Hasbro worked to repackage this brilliant but bamboozling concept.
It started very much in Japan with two Japanese toy lines from Takara, which was Diaclone and Microman. The cultural origins of those designs definitely come from Japan, but Hasbro brought in the characters and the narrative.
This marketing story of good versus evil playing with soldiers is a classic pay pattern with boys. Boys really bought into that storyline.
This was one of my first toys that I actually remembered as a child. These toys, they stem from the cartoon series that we've watched on TV. I think that had a huge part to it. Transformers back then.
Dramatic animation plus transforming robots proved irresistible to children. They wanted everything they saw on screen.
Once you get addicted to the show, you had to try to get every single toy that is associated with that show.
The 80s were a time when we were very reverent of our devices. We were reverent of advancement. We were interested in computers and we were interested in change.
It was a great toy to play with as well, and still is today.
They make it so simple. I tell you, the marketing for the 80s, 90s toys, perfect. Transformers. Huh? They transform. If they called it like Cybertron, even then you'd have to go Cybertron, Transformers, what do? They transform. Get it. Easy, simple. And they are